So I bought a few books for us to read. I don't know what it is, but when I go to the beach, I just want to read romance books. So we aren't reading our TBR currently. I got this in the mail. Walmart sent this to me, actually. This is Not in Love by Allie Hazelwood. I only read Love Hypothesis by her, and I thought it was all right, but it was a good book to get me back into reading. And then they sent me this, and I was like, this is the perfect beach read. So I have this. Oh, I have the new book from Lauren Roberts. I have Reckless on here as well. So we read Powerless before for the 24-hour reading vlog, and now I have Reckless, so I can add that to what we read today if I wanted to. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I necessarily want to read that, but we have that option. I don't know if we should wait till it stops raining before we get out, or if we should just brave it and get out. Guys, I got a new tent. I don't know if you remember from the last beach vlog that we had, my tent looked atrocious. I didn't realize how old it was until we had to put it up again, but it was really bad. There was holes in it. So I bought a new tent. It's in my Amazon storefront if you want to buy it as well. It's amazing. It is starting to rain a little bit harder now though, so I think we're gonna wait it out in here. You see? But guys, while I was driving, I'm sorry, I am all over the place. While I was driving, I saw an ice cream store, and I really want ice cream. It is 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if I should do it. No, I'm not. I'm an adult. I can't have ice cream for dinner.
20 minutes later.
The rain stopped, so it's now or never. I think I'm stalling because I don't want to have to carry everything, but I can't do that anymore. I brought tortilla chips and guac. I think that's the best part of going to the beach, just eating whatever you want, whenever you want. All right, let's party. Wait, but before that, I do want to talk about this web novel that I've been reading. It is so interesting. It's called The Rule of Fire. Now, this is a story that's exclusively on Tapas, which is a really cool website where you can read other web novels. But this one in particular is really interesting because it has a female main character. And not only does it have a female main character, but it's a female main character who is Korean. So we love the representation there. I think it's also really interesting because it has really good world building. It's very detailed. You get to see like the slow character building and just the arc of all the characters, so it's really interesting. Now, if this is also something you want to check out, this story came out June 30th and they dropped the first 50 chapters on Tapas. But I think the coolest part about it is the fact that the first few chapters are free. So if you want to check out the story, just see if this is maybe your taste or not, click the link in the description below, try out Tapas, and then if you binge all of those chapters, you can definitely pay for more and continue to read the rest of them. And while you're waiting for more chapters to drop, because they drop every Wednesday and Sunday, you can look at the rest of the Tapas website because they have a ton of other web novels. So if this is one that you're not so sure about, there's other ones that you can look at, and they have so many. There's definitely something for everyone. But honestly, I do think that The Rule of Fire is a good one to start with, just because there's such good character building, the world building is super interesting, and it's just an interesting story overall. And I personally love when there's a female main character, especially from a minority. You just get to see like yourself in that person a little bit more. So I think it's really exciting. So if you do want to check out Tapas and read The Rule of Fire, just use the link in my description box. And if you do pick something out, just let me know in the comments below what you decide to read. All right, now let's get out of here. Not gonna lie, I'm regretting my decision a little bit just because it's very cold this morning. But I mean, look at this view. There's no better time than to come at the butt crack of dawn because there's nobody here yet. I can get a good spot, and there are already people out here surfing. Wow, this is so pretty. What the heck? I can't believe I live next to this thing. Hold on, let me show you. There's literally nobody here. How stunning. This is where we were last time, but I kind of want to get in the water today, so I think we should move over just a little bit, but I'm so excited. This is why we do this. Come on, no more complaining. God, this is awful. All right, we're not gonna mess up this time. We're gonna actually read the instructions. I want to be a surfer girl. I see people surfing and I don't know how to do it, and I'm jealous. Let's just hope for the best here. All right, what do you, okay, I think I got something here. Something slid into place. We love to see it. Guys, I figured it out. Wow. I don't want to brag, but it looks like everything's going really well. You know, I love you, but you don't really pull your weight around here. I don't see you putting these little thingies in the ground. All right, I'm like really proud of this. Wow, I just took the beach with me last time. There's so much sand in here. I really wish I had more upper arm strength. All right, let's push this in a little bit. We finished that in record time. We're kind of on a slope, but it's fine. We're right next to all the surfers too. This is so pretty. This reminds me of childhood me when I really thought that I was a mermaid. I belong at the beach. I belong near water. I think I'm gonna add surfing to my bucket list. They all look so cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 surfers out here. I've never seen that many. So, funny story. It said that it was only gonna rain until 10 a.m. And now when I check the weather, it says it's gonna rain until 2 p.m. I still wanna show you my really cool tent though. We're still gonna have a good time. I even brought my iPad just in case you wanted to watch TV. I'm currently watching Arrested Development on Netflix. It is so funny. I love shows like that. It's kind of like The Office, like an early Office. And I just think it's really hilarious. That, Parks and Rec, The Office, those are my kind of shows. But let me show you my temporary home. I feel like we're on Survivors right now. I have a window here so that I can see outside. Oh, my book got soaked. We might have to leave. This is insane. My fridge is here. We got watermelon and I think, oh, guac. We have guac too. And then my closet with my TV, aka my iPad, as well as my speaker. Guys, this is crazy. I swear I'm not dumb. I checked the weather and it said it was gonna stop raining. But now when I check, it says it's gonna rain all day. I did not drive here for an hour just to go back home, right? Honestly, I think it's fine. As long as we don't get in the water and we're not dumb, we're not gonna do that. And as long as the rain stops relatively soon, we should be okay. I am a little scared though. I've never been at the beach when the weather is like this. And my tent is low-key flooding because of my windows. If there was an apocalypse, clearly I'd be the first to go because all the signs are telling us to go home, but I won't allow it. Here, watch the weather with me. How many stages of grief are there again? If we didn't have the tent, I think we would have to go home, but I think it's okay if we just stay in here. I know, it's awful. It was a cool surfer dude. He had to get out of the water too. My roof is leaking, but not really, it's just like at the edge. Everything's fine. So let's talk about the books we have. As I mentioned, we have Reckless and Not in Love or whatever by Ali Hazelwood. I'm scared. What do we do? What do we do? Wait, let me call my brother. I'm unsure. Okay, well, he didn't answer. Looks like we have to be adults and make the decision ourselves. This is what the tent is looking like. Don't look at my feet. So, yay. I'm not really sure what else we can do, and I'm not willing to go home yet. It's so pretty now. Oh my gosh, it doesn't even look real. See, how could we go home when it looks like this? How? There's still like a ton of people here too, so it's not just me being crazy if you think I'm being crazy right now. Which, to be fair, would be accurate. I know, I should probably go home. I just don't want to. I think I'm gonna run to the car real fast and put everything up so that it's not hard when we leave. Yeah. We're back in business. It's still very overcast and the sun isn't coming out today, but I'm just happy it's not raining anymore. I feel like we're never gonna get a day where I can actually go into the water. It's quite tragic. Also, I am not ashamed to admit I ate the whole container of guacamole. But let me tell you what this book is about. So far, Not in Love is about Rue and Eli. Rue is a biomechanical engineer, so she's super cool. You know what? I don't read a lot of Ali Hazelwood stuff, but I do love that all her female main characters are women in STEM. I can't lie, that does something for me. I love science and I love the representation. So the fact that she does that every single book consistently, I just love it. It's so unique, it's so her. I think it's a really cool thing that she does. Again, Rue is a biomechanical engineer and she's working for a company called Klein, and they do like food science, but they're about to close down soon because Eli's company is trying to acquire decline, and he wants it by any means necessary. And so they become like enemies initially, and then they become lovers, but it's supposed to be no strings attached. And then things get a little hairy, and then there's some strings, and then suddenly they're falling in love. So that is the baseline plot of the story, and so far I'm enjoying it. I think it's cool. I'm not like crazy obsessed, but it is a nice beach read. I wore such a nice bathing suit today, and I can't even show it. Whoa, the tent is moving. It's because I didn't put the stand in. Let me do that. All right, I'll see you in an hour.
1 hour later.
So far, I hate to admit it, but that bar scene was some of the best work I've seen in a romance book. It was really adorable, honestly. And I just love their interaction. She's so herself, and she's so like uniquely Rue. Like I've never seen a female main character that's like that, which is really interesting because I feel like with romance books, they can be a little bit repetitive, but this is like very unique. And their first interaction was amazing. I absolutely love it. It's been a few hours. I'm not that far in. I think I'm only 50 pages in at the moment, but it was definitely the right book to bring to the beach. I'm very happy with my decision. Also, it started to get very hot out here again, and there are a ton of people down. So I'm glad that we didn't chicken out and we didn't leave, but I have to tell you something. I'm trying to be really cool about it. Don't be weird. Don't look. But to my left, wait, let me make sure they're not looking. Okay. To my left, there are 3 beautiful men. And I'm trying not to be weird, but I brought you along with me, so now I have to film. And like, obviously that's something that people look at when I do this in public, so I'm so embarrassed right now, and I'm trying to like hurry up and talk to you, but they are so beautiful. They're like, their bodies, wow. And like, me reading a romance is not helping the mental image, but they are chiseled, and they are so close. And guess what, guys? You're gonna freak out, but one of them is reading. It's too much for me to handle, and I'm by myself. Like, I didn't bring a friend. I don't know how to handle this situation. You guys know I'm socially awkward, so I don't know what to do. I'm trying not to look that way. I'm trying to be super confident. How am I doing? Am I playing it off really well? I hope they can't hear it. Oh God, what if they can hear me? Okay, anyway, it's fine. So we're gonna continue to read this book. It's a really good choice, and I'm enjoying it so far. How'd I do? Okay, we're gonna turn this off now. Of mine. So I'm 114 pages into this book, and I think that I owe Miss Allie Hazelwood a thorough apology because this book is really, really good. Like, the connection between the 2 main characters is incredible. The story development is really good. It's like leaving you questioning things, and I'm honestly genuinely surprised. It's not that I didn't like The Love Hypothesis, I think. That's the only other book that I read by her. It's not that I didn't like it, it's just that I felt like it was kind of immature, I felt, and really unrealistic, especially the spicy scenes. That's what really pissed me off with the book. I realized that she has grown a lot as an author. I don't remember the year that The Love Hypothesis was out, but this one here, which I believe came out this year, yeah, this year, is 1,000 times better, and I don't even remember the other books. So I would like to formally apologize to Miss Allie because this book is good. And you know what I think I like the most about it? I'm realizing a pattern, I'm realizing a pattern with me in romance books. I think the romance books that really stick out to me is when the couple of interest is like super unapologetically honest with each other and just themselves with each other. I think that's why I love Love in Other Words. I think that's why I love Funny Story, and that's why I'm loving this book so far. Again, I'm only 114 pages in, so it could take a drastic change or turn as it usually does, but I am cautiously optimistic that this book is going to be good and continue to be good. Also, it is almost 6 p.m. now, so I think we're gonna pack it up soon. The sun finally came out around 3 p.m., so I'm so happy. I've just been relaxing, and I finally took my shorts off 20 minutes ago. I just kept them on the whole time, so now I have this really awkward tan, but it's fine. I've had a really nice time out here. I thought it was gonna be a little bit better, but honestly, the weather kind of shook me up a little bit. For half the day it was terrible, and then I was freezing, but now I'm doing all right, and now I want to go home, so that's funny. But yeah, honestly, I am enjoying Ali Hazelwood. If I can predict, I think at this point in time, it's probably going to be a 4-star if it continues to be this good, but I don't know. I just really enjoy how they talk to each other and how they interact with each other. I just really like it. And she's a very interesting main character. Like, she's just so different and so unapologetically different. Like, she does not mind being herself, and she doesn't mind if you don't like her or if she's not your cup of tea, you know, which is so cool. I think the reason why I admire her for that so much is because I have always had a problem with that. I feel like as I'm reading more and just getting older in general and just becoming a little bit wiser, I'm realizing that I am friendly to everyone. I can be nice to anyone, but do people really genuinely know me? I don't think so. And now with this main character, Rue, she does not have that problem. Like, she doesn't try to pretend for people or like try to put on like I do. She's just like, if you don't like me, you don't like me. And so a lot of the time she feels like people think that she comes off very standoffishy, which I could understand. But for me, I have the same issue, but I handle it differently. I think for me, if I'm being super transparent with myself, I can count on one hand how many friends I have. I think that I'm just as closed off as her, but I just handle it differently. Like, I want everyone to feel comfortable around me, but that doesn't mean I feel comfortable around you. So I thought that was really interesting. And honestly, it kind of helped me out a little bit because I was just having such a hard time filming today at the beach because there's a lot more people now. And I was just feeling a little bit embarrassed, especially with those cute guys from earlier. We're not gonna talk about it. But then as I continue to read her just being unapologetically herself, I'm like, what the heck am I doing? Like, I'm a YouTuber, and you know, if people stare. So I had to give myself a little bit of a pep talk, but now we're good. I think we're gonna start packing up though, because I'm tired. I'm ready to go home. Sand literally everywhere. Because we didn't take our shorts off for so long, I'm 2 different colors now, so there's that. But I did have a great time. Honestly, we had some wild moments there. We were almost a goner, but I think overall it was a good time. I had a good time. I think it's 8:30 now. Oh, look at that, I'm right. Okay, can you like focus? Yeah. So I'm gonna shower, get ready for bed, and I'll see you soon, kiddos. See you soon. Thanks for hanging out with me. Yeah. Love you, bye. Mwah. Make sure you subscribe. I want to see you back here next week. I forgot to say, I also really want to finish Not in Love. Is that what it's called? The book that we were reading from Ali Hazelwood, I want to finish it like today or tomorrow because it's actually really good. We're only 130 pages in. I read a little bit more before we left, and I just need to know what's going to happen. I honestly really like the 2 of them, so there's that. Also, again, I apologize, Ali. I thought you weren't that girl, but you are in fact that girl. I am really enjoying this book. And if it ends up being a 4 or 5-star book, we're definitely reading more of her books. So there's that. All right, love you, bye.